Pokémon on the Switch. One of the greatest enigmas the Pokémon fandom has had to deal with since 2017. We have had next to no information about it other than it's coming. As we draw closer to the anniversary of when it first heard of its existence, the leaks and rumors claiming knowledge about it have been popping up like weeds in a field. These rays of false hope have only raised questions of what the truth will hold. Many have speculated, many have debated. Now it's time to present the pros and the cons for what the future will really hold. This is the journey to Pokémon Switch. 2018 or later. What does that truly mean? In the literal sense of the words, it means 2018 or 2019, maybe even 2020. However, to the Pokemon community, it means all-out war. Looking at the community, there are two clear sides with the Pokemon Switch games. Those who believe we will see Pokemon Switch out this year, and those who believe we won't see it out till 2019. 2018 or later was the time frame we were given last year by the CEO of the Pokemon company, Tsunekazu Ishihara, when he announced that Pokemon Switch was indeed happening. That was a year ago, and we have heard nothing official as of this video. The lack of information has turned the community into feral beasts that latch on to obvious fake leaks and leakers for sustenance, but it is only starving them in the end. It is as if the Pokemon community is adrift at sea, and to quench their thirst they drink ocean water, only to have it dehydrate them further. I am not here to talk about the recent toxicity of the Pokemon community, but to discuss which would be better, a 2018 release or a 2019 release. As in the previous episode of this series, I will present the pros and cons for this debate, and see which outweighs the other. We will begin with 2018 and its pros, and then the cons. Pro. 1. It will appease the rabid horde. It is clear that the community itself is near an implosion, and the only thing that will stop this doomsday clock is the thing that started it all, the release of the games. Throw a bone to the barking hounds. It will keep them quiet for a time. And that's it for the pros for 2018 release. It really is, we get the games and the mob goes home. Now let's see the cons for 2018. 1. It could be rushed. It's better to have a late game than a rush game. Always remember that. One of the mysteries of Pokemon Switch game is that when did they start working on them? Since they were announced last year for a release this year or later, one would think that they started working on this game 2 or 3 years beforehand. Game Freak was said to have been given the Switch dev kits in 2015, so the timeline all fits. While they would make a 2018 to 2019 release window viable, sometimes it's best to let something cook all the way so you don't eat something raw, if you get my drift. 2. Ultra Sun and Moon came out only 5 months ago, and while the 7th generation is officially finished with the reveal of Zeraora, the games did just come out, and really haven't had their time to make a place in the Pokemon franchise. Sure, they weren't the best Pokemon games, and sure, I didn't even finish them, but they still haven't even been to Worlds yet. The Ultra Sun and Moon didn't even get a chance to fly before it was pelted with rocks. This could also be a reason why people are so rabid for a new game, to get the bitter taste of Ultra Sun and Moon out of our mouth. The cons outweighs the pros right now, making it look like 2018 release will be a bad idea, but how does 2019 hold up? Let's start with the pros for it. 1. A fully developed game. Like I said with 2018 cons, having it come out in 2019 would mean Game Freak had more time to work on it. They had more time to go through the game, iron out all the bugs, and make sure all the bells and whistles work right. Doing this means we won't have issues like the Lumiose City bug popping up after release. And that really is all the pros 2019 has. Like 2018, there is only one good point to having it come out in 2019. And now for the cons, and spoiler alert, there is only one. The only con for it coming out in 2018 is that we have to wait, which is kind of a weak point, and it's also childish. Looking at the pros and cons, while both sides have them, things point to 2019 being the better release, despite probably the whole community, including myself, would rather have it out this year. In the grander scheme of things, knowing the games would have had full time to be developed and made, maybe it would be best to wait till next year for it. I guess we will have to wait and see. There's something I wanted to address before I wrap up this video, and that is the state of the Pokemon community and how toxic it is. Things are going crazy, and this 2018 versus 2019 debate has sparked it in a way. If this game was never given this damn window, none of this would be going on. We would know that a game was being made, but we wouldn't know when to expect it. Just by saying that time frame locked the fate of the Switch game, and as we get closer to the 1 year mark, the community grows more toxic. If that time frame was never announced, we would still be hungry for news, but we wouldn't be rabid for every bit of information that drops. I just hope something is revealed soon, or the community will tear itself apart. What are your thoughts on this? Do you side with 2018, or do you stand with 2019? Will the community become so toxic that there will be no coming back? I guess we will see in time. Let me know what you think is best for the future of the game. In the next episode, I will talk about some major issues facing Pokemon Switch as a whole, and we will discuss if it was the best course of action having the franchise migrate to the Switch. Do you have any suggestions you'd like me to tackle? Let me know in the comments or on Twitter, and I'll give you a shout out as thanks for helping. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and share it around. It helps me grow as a channel, and I really do appreciate it. Become an Ember of the Phoenix today by subscribing and following me on Twitter. The link to the description is in the front page of my channel and on the description of the video. You'll never miss when one of my videos go live. And with all that said, this has been Black Phoenix with another episode of Journey to the Pokemon Switch. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next one.